There's an enticing set of MasterChef secrets waiting in Philadelphia's historic Society Hill district. Housed within this traditional American-looking structure is an interesting combination of a European nightclub and a world-class restaurant, the Monte Carlo living room. An Italian influence is evident throughout the restaurant, from such memorable entrees as lobster mousse wrapped in black pasta to the elegant style of the general manager Umberto Esposti.
Right. Hope you enjoy your evening. Very good. Nice to see you, Paul. Okay, thank you.
Dining in the Monte Carlo living room is a bit like dining in Europe. It was inspired by a sister restaurant in Monaco, and Philadelphia was selected as the American site for a very good reason.
We went to New York and Washington and Baltimore and other cities, but we couldn't, when we saw Philadelphia, we felt like we were in Europe.
The restaurant's lively South Street location with its bistro-style lights presents a festive European-style atmosphere. An innovative culinary extension of this colorful street is the lovely pastels of the Monte Carlo's pastas. Fresh vegetables such as spinach, beets, and mushrooms, and of course, eggs, are used by the Monte Carlo's master chef, Nunzio Petruno, to create the special colors and flavors for their pastas. The black pasta is most unusual. We consider it a master chef secret of a decidedly pleasing cast. Here's how Chef Petruno prepares it for use with the lobster mousse.
For this dish, we're going to use a squid.
Nunzio uses the ink of a squid for the black color and for adding a deliciously subtle seafood flavor to the pasta, used here in a sheet and combined with lobster mousse in a roll for this beautiful entree. The black ink is contained in a small reservoir or sac inside the squid.
It's over here. You have to look for, but it's here.
Yes, you'll have to remove it carefully. Mixing the ink with the eggs will spare you unnecessary messiness.
Like that you don't have a trouble to have the ink all over.
Next, he adds 2 pinches of salt and some virgin olive oil. Then mixes this with durum wheat flour and kneads it. The kneading not only gets the dough into proper shape, it also releases more ink. He works it for about 5 minutes, adding small amounts of flour and water until elastic.
The texture has to be like a bubble gum.
On a clean, dry surface, the dough is rolled into a lasagna-thick sheet. Pasta is gaining new popularity and status in America, with innovative chefs like Nunzio constantly creating tempting new tastes and colors for this traditional Italian favorite. Pasta can no longer be considered a humble side dish. It is now a gourmet's delight, especially with the wide variety of colors and flavors available. Nunzio's favorite?
All of them.
Now keep the dough sheet dry by flouring it and put it aside until the lobster mousse is ready. The mousse is made from fresh, uncooked lobster meat and a paste containing diced shallots, cream, butter, a pinch of salt, and a teaspoon or 2 of white flour, all heated together in a saucepan. This paste is set aside until a small lobster has been prepared. The head, claws, and legs are poached in salted water and will be used as decorations. The fresh, uncooked meat is removed with a teaspoon, and if you want, the roe can be used for color. Fine chop the meat and put it in a blender with egg whites and a few seasonings.
We're going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper, then a little bit of salt.
Add this into the blender with a splash or 2 of heavy cream.
We're going to add this roe.
And blend for a half minute.
But you have to be very careful. The mousse can break. So the moment is ready. When it starts to bubble up, so you have to take it out. Unless, if it breaks, so you have to start all over again.
Although the mousse can be rolled into the pasta immediately after blending, Nunzio recommends that it first be chilled in a refrigerator for up to a half hour to make it easier for spreading. Next, the dough is cut into uniform rectangles.
So you see, they look like lasagna sheets. Actually, that's what they are, just a color change.
The mousse is then spread on the pasta rectangle, rolled into a cannelloni shape, and wrapped with a cheesecloth so it will keep its shape.
We tie it nice and tight, and to keep the round shape of the dough. So now we're going to poach.
The roll is boiled in the same water as the lobster for 10 minutes. While it poaches, Nunzio readies a sauce flavored with sautéed lobster shells, a splash of cognac, white wine, and some heavy cream. It is strained onto the serving plate. After removing the mousse roll from the pot, Nunzio slices the unwrapped roll. For the final assembly, the chef artistically recreates the lobster in pictograph form on the plate, taking all the pieces and putting them back together again with the mousse roll slices. The finishing touch? Fresh herbs like sage and parsley for decoration.
Con questo piatto vi auguro un buon appetito. Grazie.
A wish for fine dining from Chef Nunzio Petruno, who suggests you note these master chef secrets for his black pasta and lobster mousse entree. 1. Use ink from a squid to blacken the pasta and give it a subtle but special seafood flavor. 2. Use only fresh, uncooked shellfish for the mousse. Nunzio recommends lobster, but you can try fresh, uncooked shrimp or scallops as a delicious alternative. And 3, when blending the meat with the other mousse ingredients, do so for a very short time, stopping as soon as it bubbles. Nunzio recommends a dry white Italian wine to accompany this most unusual and distinctive dish. Wonderful! The Monte Carlo living room of Philadelphia. Memorable Italian dining, stylish continental entertaining, and some special MasterChef secrets.